1965, Brownsville, East New York, Brooklyn. Young men in search of a possibility. My name is Franklin Carl Mills, or is known by my old school buddies as Frankie. Myself and a group of young martial art enthusiasts wanted to learn how to do karate. The group included myself, my brother, the late Johnny Mills, Johnny Soto, his younger brother Irving Soto, and David LeBron, and the late Peter Torres. We were family. Believe it or not, Grandmaster Soto was the baby of the group, and I noticed he had a passion to learn and tried to compete with the older guys. At that time, karate was limited in our community, but we had Black Belt magazine and word-of-mouth referrals, such as the latest magazine about to be released. At that time, it felt like the golden age of karate. We learned of and tracked down senseis such as Sensei Ronald Duncan, Sensei Thomas LaPuppet, as well as going to Sensei George Cofield Dojo. It was awesome. Grandmaster Soto and our small clique seeking knowledge was way ahead of that wave of all that came after the Green Hornet and the Bruce Lee films and the other Chinese films, which opened a flooded gate of instructors teaching the perfect fighting style. Grandmaster Soto knew how to advance his training skills and martial arts skills from the days in Brooklyn. He went from doing karate to mastering martial arts. Grandmaster Soto still is growing as a martial artist. Now we have this mass communications, we have DVDs, we have films, we have instructional videos. We didn't have any of that back then. We had to learn, he had to learn from basics, going through manuals, trying to find who's hot, who's new, learning, trying to understand what they did and how we can incorporate ourselves. He's very aggressive with his knowledge, his seeking of knowledge, especially how to understand what different martial arts were doing. I see that in him. He didn't articulate that way, but just something I noticed from him as an individual, as a person. I see that this guy's going to be something.
He definitely is.
He always had that joker side of him, you know. But when he was serious, I see as a kid, he was determined.
How was he when he was young?
He was competitive. He didn't want to rest. He wanted to move on. We wanted to take a break. He would go off in the corner. We're talking. He's practicing the moves. He was rough. You know. He was very advanced with his age. I think he was only around 11 at that time. So, you know, it's like he wasn't, you know, 16, 17, you know. And at the time he was a black belt, he was instructing somewhere. But we all separated. Some went to Kung Fu styles, some stayed different karate styles. But I never thought Grandmaster Soto would become a grandmaster, you know. It just goes to show you don't know a person as you think you do. You know. Just what you think you do. Soto, Grandmaster Soto, was always into it. He was always seeking. He was always learning. You know. He looked in great shape, and he remembered me. It was very flattering. You know, it was great meeting him again after all those years. You know. He knew me the moment I walked in. Said, Frankie, Grandmaster Soto, keep on keeping on. You know, don't let what anybody say about you ruin your day. You know who you are. You know what you've accomplished. You know, don't let words interfere with your progress. And keep on keeping on. See you soon.